Hey!
Ah, I'm back. It's rewind time. Exactly. That's what I just said. My fist is perfectly fine. And Sayori. Oh yeah, MC like punched the ground like 500 times right before rewinding. And Sayori is standing right before me, alive, again.
Ha! Ha! I finally caught up to you.
She's really alive. Yeah, you did. Great job.
Stalin, is something on your mind? You look confused.
A lot of things are on my mind. I don't get it. She said she was going to see a doctor. Why would she just throw it all away? It isn't like Sayori to lie like that.
Stalin?
Why am I hearing like the buzzing of flies and shit, bro? It's nothing, Sayori.
It feels like it's something. What's going on?
You have to do this. You need to confront her now. Sayori needs help. Sayori, I know you have a club after school and all, but do you think you can skip it for me?
I don't know if I can do that. What would we be doing?
It's a surprise.
I can't do that. I can't leave my club in the dust while I go off and have fun. It would be wrong.
I know. I wouldn't ask you to if it wasn't important. But it is important.
How important?
Important enough that I'm worried sick about your depression.
How do you know about that?
It's like, bro, just looking fucking dumbfounded. I'm your best friend. I know everything about you. I even know what color underwear you put on this morning. I've known you almost my whole life. You sleep in because you find no reason to get up in the morning. You're a bundle of sunshine to suppress your true feelings. You ask why you even bother making friends and wasting your time with them.
You're starting to scare me, Stalin. Maybe we should see a doctor together.
We can, but let's focus on you first. We can worry about me later.
But,
Hey, bitch, don't look at me like that. You know everything I said was true. No buts, Sayori. You're going one way or another. I'll drag you by your fucking ankles to the hospital if I have to. I will handcuff you to the fucking bed. Everything will be alright. I promise.
alright. One day, and that's it.
Wow. She agreed? That's odd. Like, literally, almost little to no resistance at all to any of that. Alright, I'm just saying, that's a little strange. Yes. Well, that was easier than expected. Exactly. She took it better than expected to. This is really starting to fuck with me. I really should take notes and keep track of these events. Every free moment I have, I spend looking for a doctor she could go see. Not to mention writing down notes in my journal about the previous timelines, as much as I could recall about them. Of course, no teacher bothers me since I look busy in class. But grades are the least of my worries for the week. Classes fly by, and I don't have as much as I'd like prepared. I hate to say this, but I'm taking Sayori to the first doctor I find nearby. Yeah, I mean, what else can you do? I'm probably spaced out by now. I hear the door open. Out of instinct, I speak out. Hey, Sayori.
How did you know it was me?
I know a lot of things.
Yeah, if only you knew how to do calculus and help me with my homework.
Oh yeah, if only. Damn you, higher powers not granting me the knowledge I truly seek.
Are you ready to go? I'm kinda nervous about this.
I know. That's why I'm going with you. I'm crazy too, Sayori. Believe me. I run a DDLC YouTube channel. That's as crazy as it gets.
Are you sure this is what I needed?
Well, it's the best shot we have.
If you say so.
I don't blame Sayori for being skeptical. If someone knew about my condition, I'd be asking many questions. So many questions. But she's asking like no questions at all. We arrived at the clinic.
Hello, how can I help you two?
Well, I was hoping I could get an appointment today, as I'm walking in the door right now.
Did you set up one beforehand?
No. The receptionist hands me a clipboard, and the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. This is why you do this shit beforehand. I ask Sayori everything she knows about her medical history, which she hardly knows. I fill out the form to the best of my ability, then hand the clipboard back to the receptionist.
Thank you. We'll try to squeeze you in an appointment soon.
How soon?
As soon as we can.
I can't work miracles. Yeah, this is why you do this beforehand, MC. Don't you know this? It's like, have you ever gone to a restaurant or something? It's like, nah, you're the type of person that go and just walk in the door. Be like, yo, get like a table for 9. It's like, bruh. And they just run you out the fucking building.
We'll try our best to get you two seen.
I understand. Feel free to kick us out if it gets too late. Sayori and I sit down and begin to wait. And wait. And wait. And wait some more. Because even when you have an appointment, you wait a really long time. To pass the time, I decided to take a crack at trying to help Sayori with her math homework. I wish I had paid attention in class better. Curse me for being so fixated on this girl, but I mean, it's literally life or death. We'll get through this, eventually. We spent a long while trying to work each problem out. Eventually, Sayori gives up and walks over to the play table for kids. She picks up a book and starts reading to the children. This is a surprise. I rarely see this side of her. I forgot how tender she can be. So loving and caring. Even in the midst of her depression, she still finds love to give to others. Too bad we can't see this! Some time passes and I hear Sayori's name called. That's our cue.
Ah, okay.
Sayori and I walk up to the person who called our name. Finally! A doctor! Is it... He's like, bro, please don't tell me it's Dr. Monica. About time. Good evening, you two. How are you two doing? I'm tired, but I'll pull through.
I'm okay.
That's good to hear. You must be Sayori, correct?
That's me.
Good, good. I'll be seeing Miss Sayori by herself. I understand. I sit back down. I should have done this from the start. I might be taking these second chances for granted. It's like, bruh, it's Groundhog's Day. You have infinite chances. Don't you know how this works? You literally get as many chances as it takes for her not to kill herself, even if you could be in this loop for the next 25 years. I pull out my notebook and begin writing down notes of all my previous attempts. I must be doing something right considering what my most recent memories tell me. I hate to do it, but I also document Sayori's deaths. It almost feels wrong to tally her suicides and when I found her, but I have to. It feels like hours before she comes out. I stand up and greet her. Hey, I hope it wasn't too scary.
You were right. The doctor gave me some medicine and some advice. Oh, and I have a counseling appointment Thursday. He said I should bring the club.
I see. I wonder what the club will say, considering we skipped out on them.
Don't you worry, I explained the situation to Monica. She understands. Said it might be best before it's too late.
Yeah, say, since I tracked you out of there, how about I buy you dinner?
Ooh, and can you come with me to pick up my medicine?
Man, I had a tough time reading that. Right now?
Yeah, I'm sure my prescription should be ready after dinner.
Man, that's fast. Alright. Where to?
How's that new chicken place sound?
Bruh, we're going to KFC, let's go!
It's on the way home.
Whatever floats your boat. Yes! Nothing like the 11 herbs and spices of the Colonel's chicken. Ah, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Oh, whoops. I was so busy thinking about the Colonel's chicken, I accidentally clicked the fucking thing. We exit the clinic while Sayori stuffs her medical papers in her bag. As we walk down the street, she opens up some of the things she discussed with her doctor. It still surprises me, even though I heard this speech 3 times already. We enter the restaurant and wait in line. Of course, the guy in front of us has to have a big order. We wait. Oh, but the wait will be worth it once you get your hands on the Colonel's chicken. And wait. And wait. Christ, he's still ordering. Gosh dang it. How big are his guts? I'll have 2 number 9s. Number 9 large. Eventually, it's our turn. I settle for a simple chicken sandwich. Sayori asks for the same but with lots of bacon. I pay for it and we take a seat. A couple of minutes then pass until we finally get our order. Careful! Might be super hot. It just came out of the Colonel's oven. Out of his, what was it, the KFC gaming console? It just came out of that.
You can't tell me what to do.
Sayori goes to take a big bite, but opens her mouth and waves her hand in front of her mouth.
Ah! Hot! Why didn't I listen?
Don't worry, just have a drink and you'll be fine. Sayori downs her drink. We go back to our normal banter and have a nice conversation for the first time in a while. But of course, all good things must end. I wipe my mouth with a napkin and throw our trash away. We head back out and towards the pharmacy. Sayori, can I say thank you for going through with this?
Of course, silly. But I should be thanking you. I haven't felt better in years. I guess I just had a cathartic time in the darkness room. Cathartic time? What the fuck does that even mean? You have a point there. If only I knew what the word cathartic means. I know this won't fix everything, but it's a start. Oh, don't be such a downer. I'll be better before you know it. I hope so. Next day, she just hung herself again. We arrive at the pharmacy, go inside, grab her medicine, and leave without much of a hassle. Of course, I read the instructions out to her slowly. Now, Sayori, 1 pill before you go to bed. Only 1. Got it? I can read. Clear as crystal. Just making sure. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. You've been really off today. I mean, I'm glad you worry about my well-being and all, but I can't put together why you feel this way all of a sudden. I had a terrible dream. I have a lot of these terrible dreams recently. It's almost like I'm playing Encore again. Oh, hey, Max. Thanks for stopping by, man. Great to see ya.
Ah, there we go. Had to take a sip of the gamer juice. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of Encore, that review is going to be done. Well, I'm going to get the script done Sunday. So, I should probably have the entire video done within the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned to that. And then we'll be working on whichever mod wins the tournament, yada yada. I wonder which mod that's going to be. It'll be a surprise if it's me and you again. But anyways, back to this. It felt almost like a vision from the future. And I remember it so clearly, like it happened yesterday. Like it literally happened yesterday.
Does something terrible happen in this dream?
Oh yes it does. Yes, very much. I saw you hanging from a noose in one. And saw you fall down a flight of stairs, snapping your neck in the process. So that's what happened.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that is pretty terrible.
And those are just dreams.
They
can't be that true, right?
bruh moment. They're not real. But you normally forget your dream when you wake up. I probably just need some rest. I've been stressed all day.
Maybe you could come over for a sleepover at my place.
Okay, so she didn't kill herself in the second iteration. So does that mean that she's just cursed to die on Monday, no matter what? It's like if so, this is going to be very interesting. And looking through the mod assets when I make all these thumbnails, because that's what I do when I make the thumbnails. I usually extract the RPA file from the mod asset one and make it into the folder, and then I just take the assets and make them into the thumbnails. And looking through the mod assets for Amor Fati, I saw some interesting things in there. I'm wondering how that's all gonna play out. Obviously I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. I don't want to spoil the audience, but I'll just say I saw some weird and crazy shit that's probably gonna happen at some point in this mod. Just in the assets folder. Although I don't think that'll spoil too much for me, at least. But yeah, Sayori, I will gladly come over to your house. Sayori, you've had a long day. You sure you don't want to spend time to yourself? Come on, MC! Bruh.
No. It's my treat. Thank you for helping me today. And to help you with your bad dreams. And besides, I can use the company.
Well, it wouldn't hurt. Alright, I'll come over. I don't know how to feel about this, but in any case, we head towards our home. Before I enter her place, I go to my house to pick up some things for tomorrow. I welcome myself into her home. So, what do we do? Please don't say play Mario Kart. We all know MC cannot beat even Sayori at that game. It's a sleepover after all.
Well, we could always just watch TV until we pass out.
Works for me. We both plop on the couch and begin watching TV. Hours pass without much thought. It's 1 in the morning before I realize it. I nudge Sayori. Hey, you took your medicine, right?
Huh? Oh, crud.
Sayori reaches into her bag and pulls out an orange capsule. She takes a single pill out and pops it into her mouth and puts everything back. She's got to take her normal pills.
All done. I feel better already.
This isn't a video game, Sayori. If it were, I would wake up feeling well rested every morning.
Maybe you should try sleeping sooner.
I do! My body just hates getting a full night's rest.
Well, tell your body to get used to it.
You know what? I will. We laugh for a bit and continue watching television. At 1 in the morning. Moments go by and eventually we both pass out on the couch. I wake up to the sun shining through the window. PogChamp! Burning my eyes as I open them. That's not very PogChamp. I look over to Sayori, who has found comfort using my belly as a pillow. I look at my phone to check the time. We're not horribly late, but we should hurry. Hey, Sayori. I nudge her and shake her head. We're gonna be late if you don't start getting ready now.
Ah,
We both get out of the couch. Get out of the couch? You have to, like, the way that sounds, it sounds like you're actually in the couch. It's like, I feel like that would have been read better if they said get off the couch. I go to the bathroom to change and stuff. I come back out with my uniform on to see Sayori up and about. Already dressed and pouring cereal into the milk. You seem to be in a better mood.
see? I told you I could feel the medicine working.
Yeah, let's just hope nothing happens on Monday. You save any breakfast for me?
I wasn't sure what you wanted, so I just left you a bowl and a glass of milk.
Thanks. Getting up, I pour myself a bowl of cereal and then take a seat next to Sayori. So, are you excited to go to the club today?
Yes, you want to come with me?
I thought I was in the club.
No, you never set foot in that room.
I forgot I never actually joined the club. Damn, memory's playing tricks on me.
Maybe we should get that checked out.
When you get better, we can. Let's just focus on you.
Alright, but you better promise me you'll get better.
I extend a pinky out to her. She returns by wrapping hers around mine. We make a single shake and I seal the oath. Now that is PogChamp. But in the meantime, I would love to join the club.
Yay! You'll love it there. We'll have so much fun there.
Yeah, I bet it will. Can't wait to see what the club has to offer. I finish my bowl and put it in her sink as Sayori does the same. We both head out with our stuff and power walk to school.
Natsuki, she's quite the
Snappy one, right? I've heard about how aggressive she could be in school.
Yeah. And Monica does so many wonderful things for the club.
Monica? We were in the same class some time ago. How that happened still boggles me.
Sounds like you two were quite acquainted then. Looks like I won't have to work as hard to introduce you guys.
Seems like it. Dodged a bullet there. If I keep this up, Sayori might think I'm really smart or clinically insane. In any case, we go about our way to school. Yeah, MC, you probably are clinically insane. You go on Reddit. You're literally a Reddit mod on r/atheism. Once we get there, we part ways and go to class. I'm sitting in an empty classroom, still organizing and memorizing any event that might have significance. I hear the door open behind me and I quickly shut my notebook. Turning around, I see Yuri. Yuri? What brings you here? Oh, sorry. Gasp! I thought this room was empty. Number 15. I'm sorry. Also, how do you know my name? Oh, I've heard a lot about you. Is that so? Yuri looks away almost shamefully. For a cringe moment. I can only imagine why. Well, I'm heading out. I'm supposed to meet Sayori at the literature club. The literature club? I just came from there looking for something. Mind if I tag along? I don't mind. By the way, you wouldn't have to be that friend Sayori was talking about. The one she skipped club with. You weren't skipping. I took her to the doctor's office. It was urgent. Sayori and I will explain when we get into the club. She didn't seem sick to me Monday. Oh, well, that's because, well, she'll tell you about it. I see. I'm sure what you tell the club will be in good faith. Yeah, I've never had a bad faith argument ever. Bro, I'm literally the Ben Shapiro of the literature club. Thank you. Now, you mentioned you were looking for something. Yes. I was looking for art supplies. I think you'll find that in another room. You think so? Yeah, you should probably go to the art room if you're looking for art supplies, I'm just saying. We both walk out of the classroom in search of art supplies. So, you're in the literature club too. Well, there's Monica, the club's president, and Sayori, our vice president, and Natsuki and I. It is a bit hard to converse on most days, so I just stick to my books. Number 14. Sounds about right. At least the facts are still lining up. Sayori's my longtime friend. And yet, I thought she only joined for fun. What changed your train of thought? Well, let's just say I've seen a different part of her. I think I understand why she wanted to help start a club. And I think she has a great reason to do it. And what would that be? The club is something Sayori can put her name to. It gives her a sense of meaning. I see. Sayori certainly is on your mind a lot. Well, to be honest, I worry about her too much. I guess we've been together for so long that I feel like a brother to her. So part of me just feels obligated to look out for her. You say that almost like it is a flaw. I believe it's a good trait to have. Number 13. And what makes you think that? What makes you say that? Kindness and compassion for others goes a long way. Huh? Do you think this room has what you're looking for? I know for a fact that one doesn't. I should have gone to the art room first. That's what I said. You dumb broad. Is that Yuri? This is why you're third on the totem pole. It's like you're good for one thing and one thing only. Yuri looks down at herself in defeat. It's like, bro, I'm pretty sure if Yuri looks down at herself, she's only gonna see those 2 basketballs on her chest. I bet Sayori has some supplies to herself. Or knows where to find them. She's working on posters for the festival. You're right. Thank you, Stalin. We both head back to the literature club and walk inside.
Hey, you two. Glad you made it.
Indeed. Look who I found lounging around a classroom.
Stalin, you said you would come in.
Well, you never told me where it was, and I thought you would meet up with me. I guess we're both screw-ups today, aren't we?
I guess we're both even.
Sayori sticks her tongue out at me as I turn to look over at Natsuki. What are you looking at? It's like, bro. Again with the accidentally clicking. It's like, what are you looking at? Yeah, that's right, look away. I forgot she's really aggressive. Add that and me running off with Sayori. I bet she must be thinking about what we were doing.
Hello there. You must be Sayori's friend. The one she mentioned to me yesterday.
That would be me, the one and only Poppy Stalin.
Well, she must be lucky to be with someone like you. It's a brave thing you did to confront her about her depression and take her to a professional. Lord knows what she could have done without it.
It's just like, Lord knows, I think my man's MC knows a lot of the things that can happen. I know full well, exactly. Well, I take it this is the literature club. Well, duh! What'd you think it was? Forget it. I'm sure you all know why Sayori was out yesterday. No, why is that? Somehow I'm always the last to know. I tell you, but I think Sayori should be the one to say it.
Well, since everyone's here, and since Monica blurted it out, my apologies. No problem, Monica. But yes, I do have severe depression. I've had it most of my whole life. Yesterday, Stalin convinced me to go see a doctor. The visit went well. In fact, I haven't felt better in years.
You're also forgetting something. Something that involves the whole club.
Oh, I have a group therapy session tomorrow, and it would be great if all of you could come. If that's the case, I'm canceling tomorrow's plans and moving them to Friday. Tomorrow we'll go to Sayori's group therapy. Any questions?
No. No. She could have at least told the rest of us.
I don't think Sayori would have felt comfortable telling the whole club at first. So I understand Sayori being a bit secretive. But that's for another discussion. Quite the interesting introduction to the club, eh, Stalin?
You can say that again. I've done this 4 times now. 3 times now.
Well, feel free to crack open a book and read away. Or discuss a book with the other club members. Around the end of the meeting, we'll discuss the future plans for the club. And share what we all did today.
Sounds like fun.
And feel free to browse through our collection of books.
Bruh, the only book I need to read is Moneyball by Michael Lewis. It's like, bruh, that shit is almost as good as the Brad Pitt movie. Yeah, I'll go do that. And the movie is almost as good as real life. I walk over to the closet and look through the books. Trash. Read it. I hated it. How is this even allowed? It's like, wait, what? Boring. It's like, bro, what are you seeing in that closet there? As I browse, I mutter titles in my mind until one in particular sticks out to me. Thus spoke Zarathustra. What the fuck is that? Thus spoke Zarathustra. Zarathustra. Bruh. You're trying to get me to read that? Really? It's like, no wonder this mob was taken down. Interesting.
Stalin?
Huh?
Oh. Sorry to surprise you like that. I just need to tell you that if you wanted to check out a book, you have to run it through me. I borrowed some from the school library and I need to document what goes in and out. Some of these books are also our personal copies.
Makes sense. Mind if I borrow this?
Not at all.
Hand the book over to Monica.
Wow, this is quite an interesting choice, Stalin.
Yeah.
I can't even read the title. What is it? What does this even mean? What is this saying? Although this leans more towards philosophy than literature.
I know. That's why I wanted to read it.
Really? I didn't think you were one of those retards, but okay. Well, we have other books like this if you want to read something different.
Maybe later. For now, I'd like to check this one out.
Alright.
It's like, bro, Monica's just fucking dumbfounded. Fucking awestruck.
It's like, wow. A fucking Reddit mod has joined this club. How unbelievable. I was like, should I just throw him out the window now? Should I just fucking kick his ass out of here now?
Monica writes something down on a slip of paper and hands it back to me.
Be sure to return it in 2 weeks.
Is that your idea of a joke?
I'm only kidding. Keep it as long as you need. But be sure to have it back before the semester gets out.
Will do. I take the book with me and take a seat. Opening the book, I begin to read. And I'm still lost. Different book, same result. I know Yuri would have some great insight, but I know she'll tell me the same things again. It isn't long before I'm staring aimlessly at one single page. Okay, everyone. I'm about to wrap up our club meeting today. As a reminder, we're not meeting here after school. We're all going to meet at the front gate. I'm sorry about this being so last minute. If only I could have let you guys know sooner, I would. You don't need to worry about it, Sayori. Life throws you in for a loop at times. What is important is how you choose to react. Number 12. She's quite right, Sayori. You don't need to feel bad for something out of your control. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, Stalin, you never said if you wanted to join the club or not. Well, considering I just borrowed a book, you'd think I have some obligation to join the club. But here you go. I'll join the club. Glad that's squared away. Yay! I can't wait to see what tomorrow and Friday have in store. I can't either. Welcome aboard. Just don't get on my bad side. Alright? Noted. Oh yeah, in case you're new around here, for some reason, like, this mod has like the mod's author has like an affinity for Yuri and a hatred for Natsuki for some reason. Like, bro, I don't know who made the mod, but they are like massive simps for Yuri. So, Sayori, ready to go? You bet. With that, the two of us take our leave. So, checked out a book today? Yeah. I never took you for a reader. Especially of those kinds of books. In fact, I think I remember you telling me that you were going to use those assigned books as kindling. Yeah. But I felt the book almost speak to me, guiding my hands and eyes to read its contents. Now you're starting to sound like Yuri. Well, I did spend a lot of time with her last week. So maybe it's rubbing off. Oh no, MC. Last week? You mean you knew Yuri before the club? I didn't mean it like that. Just a slip of the tongue. I swear. Alright. Don't give me that look. Dude, don't give me that look, Sayori. Bro, you know MC is a Reddit mod. You don't know shit. But Yuri is quite the bookworm. She can take you to so many places in such a short time. Her words can feel like so magical. Yeah, she does. And she almost has this maternal vibe to her. Bruh, cringe, cringe, cringe. And to be honest, I see it in you too. What's that supposed to be? It means you're submissive and breedable, Sayori. You're more than you realize. I saw it yesterday when you read to those children. You're so kind and compassionate to not only me in the club, but also to strangers. What I'm saying is, you're a great person. And I want you to know that. Stalin, you're too kind. I should get going. I have homework to do. See you then. I enter my house. I walk in and throw my bag onto the couch and sit down. I take out my notebook again and look at my notes. I flip over to a blank page and begin writing down my experiences for today, making sure to leave nothing behind. I wake up feeling better than I do on most mornings. I feel so new and whole. I feel my worries wash away for once. I'm not scared anymore. I look at my phone. I got a text from Yuri. Sayori. Wait. Oh, that says Sayori. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Good morning, Stalin. Can't wait to see you at the club. These pills work like magic.
That's great to hear. See you outside. Sayori's already out and about? This is great news. That never happens. I jump out of bed and get ready. I go outside to see Sayori waiting by my door. Hey, Sayori.
Hey, Stalin.
You seem to be in a much better mood.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you.
It's like, wait, what?
Boop.
It's like, usually that's MC. Usually that's MC doing the booping. That's why I was kind of confused there. Like, I'll make sure I didn't misread that. Sayori leans forward and boops me on the nose. She hasn't done that in a long time. I smile. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Don't want to be late.
We leave and I have a nice brisk walk to school. She tells me about the posters she's been working on for the club, and how Yuri chipped in and gave her some pointers. She even showed me all the improvements she made. I'm really impressed with this, Sayori. Monica will be sure to love it.
I really hope so. Monica loves everything I do.
I get the feeling something is going on between the two. I understand they have a club to run, but I feel it goes deeper than that. It's like, oh no, bro, please don't bring up like some Psionica type shit or something. You say it like Monica won't appreciate it. I'm sure she'll love all the effort you put into this club.
She does. She just never says it. She says showing appreciation is better than saying it.
I bet. Something rubs me the wrong way. In the other timeline, she talked a lot about the things Monica said to her. We continue walking in relative silence. So what, does like Monica has something to do with Sayori's death this time around? Because I assume this is where this is going, because, again, Groundhog's Day. He's like, Sayori dies, we're gonna restart the entire time loop again. It's just a question of how many times are we gonna do this loop before the cycle's broken. And I don't think it's gonna stop at once. When we arrive at school, we head off to class while exchanging a simple goodbye. I'm the first one at the meetup place. The others must be getting ready. Monica must be practicing piano. I could intervene, but I'll wait. Minutes pass and Yuri shows up, followed by Sayori, then Natsuki. Monica comes out after a few minutes.
So, are you girls ready to go?
As ready as I'm going to be. We're in this together. That's what friends are for.
I hope this won't take long. So, let's hope this is quick and painless.
Lead the way, Sayori. Sayori leads us to where we went for the other day. Eventually, though, I had to remind her where it is, and I end up leading the way. Sayori walks up to the front desk.
Hi, appointment for Sayori at 5.
You're a few minutes late, but I'll call the doctor down. We all sit down for a few minutes until the doctor shows up. Miss Sayori? Is there a Sayori here?
Right here.
Follow me, please. So, these are your friends from the literature club, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, this is Stalin, Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri.
Nice to meet you all. Now tell me, who are all you to Sayori, besides club members?
Well, if you ask Sayori, I'm a role model to her.
I'm a friend of hers. Though, I will admit she practically dragged me to this club. Though I don't regret joining a bit. And I'm a friend of Monica. So by extension, I'm a friend of Sayori. And I'm her best friend. I've known her since we were kids. Right. What do you see in all your friends, Sayori?
Well, Stalin always looks out for me. Monica is ambitious and always goes through with what she says. She's always trying something new. Natsuki stands her ground and won't take no for an answer. For better or for worse. And Yuri is so calm and collected. She gives out the best of advice.
And what do you, Sayori's friends, think of her?
Sayori, you're sweet and mean well. But there are times where you're a little overbearing. I think Sayori could try and be independent for once. It's great you want to be like me and that you look up to me. But I can't always answer all of your questions and do everything for you.
I'm not sure what to say. I don't want to offend you.
You won't. Be as honest as you need to be.
Okay. Oh no, this is about to turn into a brawl moment. I sense it. While I understand you have ambitions for this club, I cannot see what your plan is for the club in the future. Being a part of something is more than attaching your name to it. You have to plant something down for future generations to reap so that you can continue that legacy. Bruh, bitch, it's a club. It's a club. You're not literally like you're not building an empire. You're not building a dynasty. You're not like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates. This is bruh, it's a literature club. Calm down.
I see. Was it that hard, Yuri?
I have no more words to say. Now my last question is, do you have anything that you're holding back, Sayori? I know you to be on good terms with them, but your situation won't improve if they don't know what's really bothering you.
There is one thing. Monica?
Yes?
There's something you should know. I get the feeling you don't appreciate my efforts in the club at all. It's like every time I do something or suggest something fun for the club to you, you always shoot it down. But not in a nice way. It's like you always have to be right in every situation.
I knew it. You don't even give a shit about this club.
Excuse me?
You heard me, Monica.
How exactly do I not go out of my way for everyone in this club? In fact, didn't I put my club plans aside to attend this appointment for Sayori?
Yeah, you did. I bet you're just trying to cover your own ass so if Sayori did kill herself, you don't look so bad. You would just be the bearer of bad news instead of a bad club president.
I don't know what's gotten into your head, but you're wrong. I put a lot of time and love into this club. I get that you're worried about Sayori and her condition, but it's not healthy to take your anger out on us.
Like, bro, MC, like, what's gotten into you? It's like, bro, like, for some reason, he also has, like, this random hatred for Monica, even though she's technically done nothing wrong. Like, I think in Amor Fati, like, she isn't even sentient. It's like, so she isn't even, like, fucking with him or anything. So it literally makes no sense to be mad at Monica. She isn't even being a cunt. She's not even being Monica. I'm pretty sure she goes to church. She's like the most wholesome Monica I've ever seen, but yet MC treats her like shit for no reason at all.
We're just as lost as you are, Stalin.
You seem perfectly fine considering your negligence is causing Sayori's depression. It's like, bruh, don't you know she's had depression her whole life? Like, she's known Monica, what, like, a year? 2 years? Depending on... Actually, I'm pretty sure the senior year, so at most she's known Monica, like, 4 years.
As if insistent yelling is helping your case. Stalin, will you please drop this?
Why should I? Like I said, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
Stalin? Depression isn't that clear-cut. You can't solely put the blame on me or on any one thing. You're being unreasonable. And I will admit that this is partly my issue, but I'm working towards fixing it.
Monica does make a good point, Stalin. Yes, MC, even the woman you're trying to simp for is backing Monica up on this. You go, Yuri. Stay out of this, Yuri. This doesn't concern you. I. No, yep. You broke Yuri's programming.
No.
I was like, no, you're the one who told Sayori she'd be better off if she just vanished.
Stalin, if you're just going to stand here and accuse me of false accusations, then maybe you should leave. It's not good for anyone here.
Excuse me, but who walked Sayori over to the doctor's? I did. Who took care of Sayori first? You or me? Me or you? Me and you. See what I did there? Bro moment. Like, me and you's a great mod. I'd rather be playing that right now. Rather than listen to rather than listening to or reading MC yelling at Monica for no reason.
I'm not going to ask again, Stalin.
I must concur, this behavior isn't going to help out with the issue at hand here. Fine. I stand up and walk out the door, almost slamming it in anger. I don't care. I'll just come back anyway, and none of this would even matter. Monica wants to act all high and mighty, then fine. She hasn't done anything! She hasn't done anything! That's her problem. She literally hasn't done a damn thing. What is this? What day is it again? Pretty sure it's Friday. Is it Thursday? I look up and find myself slouched on my desk. I look down and see a pool of drool near my notes. I must have passed out during my study session. I look at the time. I should get up and get ready for the day. I can't help but feel remorse for yesterday. I should at least talk to Sayori. What? It's like, I think you should talk to Monica first. I yawn and knock on Sayori's door. It's like, I'm just imagining he's just gonna walk up there. It's like, Sayori, I'm sorry for the way Monica acted yesterday. It's like, do you need a shoulder to cry on? I'm here for you. Fuck Monica. I hear some footsteps coming towards the door.
Who is it?
It's Stalin, the one and only. It's your great communist leader. Open up.
Oh.
Sayori opens the door. Like a true comrade.
What do you want?
Can we talk about yesterday?
I don't want to talk about it.
Please.
Stalin, what you did yesterday was unforgivable. I really don't want to get into it right now. Come on. Look into my eyes, Stalin. I don't want to talk about it right now. Just go on about your business. I don't want to talk things out right now.
Very well then. Very well then. Fuck you too. I leave Sayori to her own devices. She'll come around. Eventually. It's like, bruh. It's like, I think this MC has like the biggest fucking ego I've ever seen. In an MC ever. Like, I've seen MCs with hero complexes. I've seen MCs that are just fucking retards. Then you have this dude who at this point, I'm 100% convinced that he is like a Reddit mod on one of the top subreddits on, like, probably r/atheism or something like that. Then again, I really don't know that many subreddits that actually there's a subreddit for anything. I don't know that many other popular subreddits. He's probably like a mod for r/dank memes or something. I don't know. I wonder if Monica feels the same way. I arrive at the place where Monica usually hangs around.
Oh, Stalin.
Hey, Monica, are you at least going to apologize to her? I feel like you should at least do that.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I would like to say that I'm sorry about yesterday's little argument. A little argument? It's like, I think I would hardly call it that. I know I said some mean things back there. I'd like to apologize for what I said yesterday, although I don't blame you if you don't forgive me.
That's very humble of you, but you're not coming back to the club.
Why is that?
You didn't exactly put your best foot down when you decided to argue with me.
Do you want me to ignore the elephant in the room? Sayori admitted it was your fault for why she feels this way.
You don't need to ignore it, but you also don't need to over-exaggerate it. I'll say this once again, Stalin. You can't pin her depression on any one single point. There are many more factors at play here. Does it not occur to you that you also play a part in this situation?
Oh, are you trying to put the blame on me? Well, I mean, like, yeah, she is depressed because of you, MC. That at least majority of the blame has to go on him. Since when did I go out of my way to ignore her? It's like, bro, isn't like canon that he ignored her for like 3 years and then just decided to walk together one day?
I'm not trying to say it's your fault alone. And while I haven't been a faithful friend to her, there are still other people in her life. Like you, for instance. And Natsuki, and Yuri, and her parents, and her classmates, and neighbors, and even to her stuffed animals. Every interaction she's had, whether memorable or long forgotten, has had an effect on her one way or another.
What are you saying? What are you getting at? What do you mean? It's like, bro, I'm just thinking of the meme. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
My point is, don't deal in absolutes.
Okay, that's like some great advice right there. If there's one thing that I will give advice on is just follow this line right here. Do not deal in absolutes. If you're gonna say something, do not say something is 100% certain. Unless you know it's 100% certain.
Take the time to look in the mirror and ask yourself what you can do better.
Right. I leave having learnt nothing because I'm an MC and a mod, and I literally cannot learn anything. Even when Monica tries to deny it, she still blames me for being a problem. Everything she said was true! It's like, man, now I see why people hate this mod. It's Sunday. We just skipped ahead like 2 days. I've spent all weekend sulking with nothing to show for it. It's weird not having a club, not having responsibilities. It's weird not literally being able to do anything. Hey, Q, man! Thanks for stopping by. Nice to get something in here. Oh, boy. Late to the stream again. Maybe I should take your advice on skipping breakfast. Yeah, you should probably do that. I was like... And again, as I said, usually I just sleep through the mornings. But I can't exactly do that these days anymore since, well, this shit isn't paying the bills and I had to actually go out and get a real job. Otherwise, I'm going to be damn broke soon. So there's that. If I ain't uploading as consistently, well, I'll try and upload every single day still, but if I'm uploading at weird times, that's why. It's weird not having a club, not having any responsibilities. It's killing me. I need to go out and do something at the very least. I've been trying to get Sayori out of my mind for a while, so I decided to research my condition. I'm gonna research the Groundhog's Day syndrome. I still don't have any answers on this strange time travel thing. Bruh, he's literally John Teeter. Nothing. Not even the obscure forum threads or the most bizarre message boards could explain it. It's like mans went on the export of 4chan to try and figure this shit out, and even they couldn't figure it out. It's like, man, you're fucked, MC. But it just keeps running into... it just keeps running into dead ends or some convoluted shit. Sometimes both. As much as I hate her, I should at least talk to Monica. She hasn't done anything. It's like, bro, she tries to talk some sense to you. It's like, no, you're the problem. You're the reason for everything going wrong. It's like Groundhog's Day all over again. It's like, yeah, this literally is Groundhog's Day the mod. Except more cringe. And I know exactly where to find her. Take me to church. That's where we're going, boys. Everybody, let's gather around and pray. Amen. Alright. A chill runs down my spine as I walk in, because as being a top mod on r/atheism, walking into a church is like literally like getting doused in a bath of acid. He just starts melting and burning the moment he just walks through the door. It's like a fucking vampire. This just goes to show that this MC is truly a vampire. Strange that I don't hear Monica singing like last time. I look around and take a seat nearby. As I sit, I find a book nearby and pick it up. The Bible. Surely this has the answers I'm looking for. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it has at least some of the answers you're looking for. Probably just not the ones that you want to hear. I feel sick simply holding this book. Like, what is this dude? What is this dude's problem? It's like, damn, we're getting religious out here now, huh? Like, I don't even mind it. It's like, dude, it's a church. It's a Bible. Chill. Monica goes to church. Is that why you hate her so much? It's like, damn those Christians. Regardless, I open it. It's like, where'd you open it to? I skimmed through the numerous pages. Yo, you don't like pick a book or something? It's like, I don't think the Bible has any information about traveling back to time. No, but it'll probably help you, you know, solve your current situation of being an asshole to literally everybody for no reason. I'm pretty sure somewhere in the Bible it says love thy neighbor like you would love thyself. So, yeah, you should probably take that advice, MC. I'm just saying. It's frustrating to read. Just like the internet threads, yeah, I'm at another dead end. It's like, man, philosophy, the Bible, nothing can help me. There's like literally nothing can help this man. Who wrote this? And why write it like this? It's like, dude, I bet he picked up the King James version, that's why. It's like, let's see, I don't know, it depends on which book you flip to as far as like who wrote it. Although I guess the general answer will be God wrote it. Maybe I'll find what I'm looking for. Eventually. I don't know, maybe like pick up a, one that's translated into modern day English. It feels like it's been hours of skimming through pages and pages of nothing. Am I missing something here? Yeah, you're completely dense. No, this was a waste of time. You're a waste of time. I stand up and start walking. That is, until I hear a familiar voice. Stalin? Thank God, the voice of reason. Monica! I never thought I'd be saying Monica in a praising manner, but here I am. It's like Monica's the saving grace of this entire mod. It's a miracle. Monica. I mean you no harm. What makes you say that? This place is a sanctuary. No harm can be done here. Oh, I mean, like, Yeah, that's the point. Okay, what brings you here?
I could ask you the same thing. You don't appear to be the church-going type.
It's like, yeah, based on your fedora and neck beard, yeah, I would agree. I'm not. I came here looking for answers. I was on my way, if you don't mind.
What were you looking for? Maybe I can actually, give you the answers you were looking for and digest that book you were reading into something you could actually understand, something your pea brain can actually process.
It's like, this MC is a Redditor. Confirmed. Yeah, I've been saying it. He's literally like the top mod on r/atheist. I'm like, no normal human being goes around acting like this. It's like, I'm pretty sure most atheists could look at a Bible and be like, yeah, I can understand this. Whether you believe it or not, I mean, like, you gotta admit the Bible at least does teach some, like, good life lessons. Even if you just take that much out of it, it's like, there's some value there. This MC is just so fucking dense, he can't even process that. I thought you hated me. Why are you wanting to help?
I don't hate you. It's better to show forgiveness.
Exactly. Again, another thing that the Bible kind of teaches to do. Show kindness and forgiveness. Maybe you should pick that up, MC. Maybe you should do that.
In fact, I'm kinda glad I ran into you. Do you think we can let bygones be bygones?
Why should I? I now see now why people hate this spot. First, is like the first time loop was alright. It had some cringe moments, but it still had like the part where he like read the gay signs and stuff like that. That was pretty funny. But now it's just like, how can we just make the MC the biggest asshole known to man? And this is the end result of that.
Forgiveness is the virtue. It is the greatest gift you can give another person. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me, Stalin?
I don't think so, Monica, because my heart is made of stone.
It's fine. It's a bit presumptuous of me to assume you would. What can I help you with?
Is there anything God can tell me about fate?
Certainly. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future.
It's like, man, Monica out here with the quotes, I see. How is my situation doing me no harm? I'm losing my fucking mind here. I'm still lost.
How so?
How does suffering equate to prospering?
Stalin. Your suffering isn't entertainment for the cosmic masses. Your affliction of dealing with Sayori is a test. And what may spawn from the outcome is beyond our control.
So, what lesson am I to learn?
The human heart feels pain, so easily, in fact, that some believe that life is pain. What's important is that you must endure that pain.
So, what am I supposed to do? Sure, I learned a thing or two about fate, but I'm still lost.
The answers don't always come to you directly. I never knew where my life was going or heading up until a week ago. Then it finally came to me. And there may be a time where I find myself lost again. It's only normal for the human animal to ponder what their meaning is.
So, what if my meaning isn't to save Sayori?
Then that is your written fate.
Like, bruh? I see.
Tell me something, Stalin. If God could grant you any one wish, what would you ask for?
Knowledge wouldn't be so bad.
And what are you going to do with all that knowledge you've gained?
I don't know.
Knowledge is useless without wisdom. You may know a library's worth of stuff, but it's all useless if you don't know what to do with it.
There you go again, Monica. Why do you have this need to always be right? Like, bruh. But she is right. She is! What do you mean? It's like, bruh. This MC is like mauling and seething. So bad right now. You can't just ask me a question like that and then criticize my own choices. Who are you to make judgments like that?
Stalin, I really don't want to argue again. I made an error in judgment. I'm just as human as you are. I make the same mistakes you make.
Alright. I'm still new to all of this. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
What makes you say that?
I don't know anything. I study every night and gain nothing. Not to mention the stress from Sayori.
I understand how you feel. But you have to remember that you're not alone in this situation.
No! I am alone!
Stalin, please take a deep breath.
No, you wouldn't get it. For God knows how long I've been reliving the same week over and over again, and it's killing me. Every time I jump back, I lose more and more of my sanity.
Reliving the same week? What are you talking about?
You don't get it. You don't see what I see.
I don't follow. Maybe I should call a doctor.
How else do you think I know about Sayori's depression? I found her hanging on a noose on the Monday of the festival, her lifeless gaze looking deep into my soul. I could almost feel her every scream and cry at me, cursing me as to why I couldn't save her.
Deep breath, Stalin. You're losing me. Monica puts her hand on my shoulder and looks into my eyes. Stalin, please listen to me. None of it is real.
Yes, it is. I lived it. I wish it was just a dream.
Take a deep breath for me, Stalin. What's your favorite color?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer it.
Orange.
Why is it your favorite color?
It reminds me of the sunrise. Happy now?
What about the sunrise makes you happy?
It reminds me of that time. Reminds me that there's always a new exciting day. I feel calmer now.
Now, how about we take you to a doctor?
Give me a day or two. Maybe all I need is a break. I should go. Without another word, I begin to walk elsewhere. Just somewhere. Anywhere will do. Is there even a point to going anywhere? After today, I'll just end up where I started. I finally exit the church and walk around the city. The sound of chatter distracts me from my thoughts. At this point, I'm going in circles, trying to pass the time. I get the feeling that someone is approaching me. I look behind me. No one. I look around. I don't see anyone I know. As a matter of fact, I don't see anyone at all. These streets look completely empty. Some people are giving me strange looks as they go about their day. Then I hear a familiar voice. It's coming closer. What's she doing here?
Stalin? What are you doing out here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I just came back from the doctor and I'm on my way to get some groceries.
Want me to accompany you?
No thanks. But since you're here, I need to tell you something.
What is it?
I'm moving on. From you.
Why? What did I do?
You know what you did. After a long talk with Monica, she told me this might be the best course of action for me.
Well, if that's ultimately what you want to do with your life, then... If that's ultimately what you want to do with your life, then what do you think is best? I won't object.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Just sure.
I'm serious. I really am happy you're doing this.
You're just saying that, aren't you?
Why are you so cynical all of a sudden? I'm wishing you goodwill. Why are you brushing it aside?
It just seems you worry about my happiness for your sake instead of my sake. You're not truly happy for me, you're just happy for yourself, aren't you?
It's not like that, Sayori. I want you to be happy. I promised I would always be there. Whether it would take one lifetime or many. Bruh, get it? Because we're in Groundhog's Day? You are the most important person in my life, because literally my entire life revolves around your life or death.
Stalin, don't say that. Just let it go. I'll be fine. You'll have fun with the others.
No. Not this again. Sayori! The others aren't like you.
Stalin! Stop, please!
Alright. But, come tomorrow, you're gonna be dead, and, I'll talk to you Tuesday. I'll talk to you last Tuesday. I'll go. But it was nice seeing you. Even if it is for the last time, I take her cue and begin walking back home. I've seen and heard more than I would have wanted to today. I finally make it back home. I crash on the couch and lay there, just waiting for tomorrow to come. May as well look fate in the eyes before it stabs me in the back. Today is festival day. Yay! It's the dawn of the final day. I want to feel excited. I want to have fun. But I just feel dead inside. Today's pointless, isn't it? May as well see it through. Well, I'm here. May as well go see the literature club. Can't hurt to just say hi. Hey, everyone.
Hey, what brings you here?
I thought I'd come by and say hi. And since I'm here, I want to return this. I pull out the book I borrowed earlier this week.
Oh, well that does make sense.
Hand the book to Monica.
Did you enjoy reading it?
Not as much as I wanted to. It's hard to read. Even when I try to break it down, nothing makes sense. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do.
Well, thanks for returning it.
So after all of that, you're just going to let him waltz right in and pretend everything is just fine?
We talked yesterday and worked things out.
Right. Forgiveness is the greatest virtue. Like hell! I'm not gonna let him walk into this club after everything he's done. Natsuki, I know you're mad, but please let it go. This drama was between Stalin and Monica. If they worked it out, then we should have no reason to object. Fine! Look, I'm sorry for all that crap Thursday. I was on my way out anyway. Although, since I'm still here, I should have asked this sooner, but where's Sayori?
She stopped by and said she has something to do.
Weird. I thought she'd be here. Anyway, you guys enjoy your festival. I wish you all good luck on the club.
Thank you for stopping by. It does mean a lot.
It won't mean a lot for long. I'll leave the clubroom and head outside. Alright, now, where's that bitch gonna be? Weird. I don't see Sayori around anywhere. My mind goes fully alert. She hasn't killed herself now, has she? No, she wouldn't. Not this time. Well, I mean, she didn't kill herself last time. She literally just fell down the stairs. Right as I'm about to run, I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Boo!
Jesus, Sayori! Don't do that!
Sorry. I just saw you with your back turned and I had to. Hey, Stalin? I'm sorry about earlier. Do you think you can forgive me?
Of course I can.
Thanks. Since we're both here, do you...
Don't tell me. After all of this...
Do you want to hang out? Just for one more day?
Sayori. I couldn't pass up the chance to spend another moment with you. But why? I thought you wanted to move on.
I don't want to leave this on such bad terms. You're too good of a friend to do that.
Then why leave at all? I mean, I get he's an asshole, but I mean, like, come on. This just makes no damn sense. So, what do you want to do?
Just have a fun time while it lasts.
While it lasts? Uh-oh. That doesn't sound too reassuring, but let's make a day out of it. Two of us headed off. We visited many stands, played games, and ate so much food it almost made us sick. Eventually, we ended up just looking at the view from the roof. What a day. Am I right, Sayori?
Yeah. Had a lot of fun. It's been really nice. But now the sun is starting to set.
Yeah. Just how are we gonna cap off this day? We've had such a rocky week.
I know what you mean. But I just wanted to look and enjoy the view. I never liked watching the sunset, Stalin. But for once, I don't mind it. It feels almost welcoming in a way. Welcoming me to a bright new future. To the greatest adventure of all.
I think you're reading too deep into it.
But maybe you're right.
Maybe it's time we look to the future. And that means...
that it's time to say goodbye.
I wish it didn't have to end like this. But perhaps this is the written fate I'm given. For Sayori and I to part ways. A fate I accept. Before we go, can I ask you something?
Of course.
What did I mean to you?
Stalin, you were an important person who shaped me into who and what I am today. I wouldn't be here without you. I am forever grateful that you helped me take the first few steps forward with helping me improve my life. I just wish that ending didn't have to be so bittersweet.
Then why does it have to end? I'm just saying. They're only bittersweet if you make them so, Sayori. But now, it's time to go. For the both of us.
Of course. But first...
Sayori grabs hold of my collar and pulls me in for a kiss, bruh! Holding it for as long as we could hold our breaths. Bruh moment! Bruh. It's like, man, Reddit MC. And for that moment, it seems as though Sayori and I were the only things in the world. For that moment, I was at peace. Holding Sayori against my chest, feeling her soft body against mine, the sweet taste of cinnamon on her lips, and the soothing smell of her rose perfume putting all of my troubled nerves to rest. The moment I wish could have lasted forever. As I feel certain my lungs are about to burst, Sayori breaks off the kiss and runs towards the edge of the roof, not even hesitating for a moment to leap off. How did I know that was going to happen? I just knew it. It's like, you're on the roof, this last day, it just had to. With wings of wax, Sayori soars through the air, and far below us, I can hear her screaming. I'm coming, Sayori! I run as fast as I can across the roof and into empty air, reaching out as far as I can for her. But fate had other plans. Her body crashes down onto the concrete with a sickening crunch, painting the nearby asphalt crimson as her body crumbles to like paper. Bro, moment. Closing my eyes, I send up a prayer for safety. What a twist, rather than anger herself, she jumps off the roof. It's like, bro, it's either let's see, first time she hung herself, second time she just fell down the stairs and broke her neck, this time she jumps off the roof. It's like, what's gonna be next? Closing my eyes, I send up a prayer for safety. Then, agony such as I'd never known, tears through my body as I crashed down to the ground, my legs instantly snapping like twigs. I fall forward to the ground as the second surge of pain ripples up my arms as my wrists break trying to cushion my fall. A third wave of pain courses through my body as I feel my back snap. I finally come to a stop with my head resting to the left, looking straight at Sayori's limp body, her head facing towards me at a horribly wrong angle. I try to cry out, but my tongue flutters in vain. All I could do was watch as the pain seared throughout my body, until I felt a strange yet familiar sense of vertigo take over, sending me back into the void. Yeah, it's rewind time! And more revoltingly, back to the start.
I need an anime girl that be fucking with me, a little badass bitch that get down on her knees, screaming out senpai while she taking the D. Baby girl, I'ma have you yelling kimochi. I need an anime girl that be fucking with me, a little badass bitch that get down on her knees, screaming out senpai while she taking the D. Baby girl, I'ma have you yelling kimochi.